It's John and Rachel, and we are finding ourselves at PPG Paints Arena. It is not a Penguin game. It is not some kind of ice thing. I mean, they're on the ice, and we are learning some important stuff.
That we have lined up here to represent the different states that the ice can be in. We have a hockey puck here that has a little bit of this carpet or felt on the bottom. This is going to represent fresh ice, nice and smooth, no cuts or scrapes in it. This is what we call our control. In science, we usually use a control to determine what would happen if we changed nothing. So we have some things that we've changed and one thing that we haven't changed. And that's just a regular hockey puck. We have our hockey puck here, which has our sandpaper on it. This is going to represent ice after a whole period of play. All of these gouges and scrapes marked into it.
3, 2, 1.
So we are here today for the Science at Play event. It's our very first event that we're doing in partnership with the Penguins Foundation, and the Carnegie Science Center. And this is a totally free event that we've opened up for kids in the community to learn all about STEM and also about the science behind the game of hockey.
We're sort of tricking them, but that's okay because they're learning and we're happy. Is that right?
Absolutely. So we're taking what is really obviously a very fun game, the game of hockey, and we're sort of breaking it down. This is very hands-on, it's very interactive. The kids are having a lot of fun, but at the same time they're learning some really basic elements around science, technology, engineering, and math.
Now on the ice, there is a lot of solid water, right? A lot of those crystals forming together like this. But at the very surface, there is a little bit of liquid water, which the skaters will use as kind of a lubricant to move across the ice very quickly.
But we know that over the next few years, the jobs in STEM are going to be growing. We also know that there are fewer people going into these careers. Fewer girls, fewer minorities, fewer people in general. And so for us, we feel like it's absolutely our duty and it's important that we invest in our community, we invest in our kids, and we make sure we're helping to build that pipeline of our future STEM leaders.
Bernoulli principle tells us how to get things into the air. The players use that to reduce the friction and send it long distances. As we can see, it's a lot of the power is coming from the legs as our player here is lifting that puck up off of the ice and into the air. Once it's in the air, it's going to encounter less friction, so it will travel farther.
Are you a hockey guy? Are you a science guy? Is this like the perfect match for you?
Perfect, absolute perfect match. I mean, the whole purpose of this show is to show students that science is absolutely in the world around them, whatever their passion might be, whatever sport, football, hockey, chemistry, cooking, that we really want to draw their attention to the fact that they use science on a daily basis.
So what has the sort of vibe been like at the Carnegie Science Center leading up to this, on the fact that we're going to go kind of learn about hockey?
I think you kind of touched on it earlier when you were talking with Melissa, is that we sort of trick students into learning. It's just they know, they see our name, they see Carnegie Science Center, they see the partners we're working with today, PPG and the Penns Foundation, that something fun's going to happen, and then we take advantage of that. We know they're going to be enthusiastic, and then we throw in obtuse.
Cam acute typically uses acute angles, like this one, at about 45 degrees. An acute angle is one that is less than 90 degrees. Or they might try something like legendary player Ali obtuse at an obtuse angle. Any angle greater than 90 degrees is an obtuse angle.
And they see how it all ties together, that the information just sticks, and it really primes them to go out and research more, to learn more about STEM careers.
Great. Sidney Crosby's going to get old someday, about 20 years
Never.
from now.
Yeah.
We need another one of him,
He's
but
forever Sid the Kid.
we need thousands of scientists. We need thousands of researchers, right?
Absolutely, yes. That's what we like to do in partnership with the PPG and the Penns Foundation, is we introduce students to the fact that science is in the world around them. They use it from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep.
People need to get out to the Carnegie Science Center and really see the different exhibits and things that you have all the time featuring STEM, right?
Yes, absolutely, and including shows like The Science of Hockey that hammer home again and again and again, ask questions, get the wrong answer, learn the wrong thing, and it doesn't mean you need to stop right there. Is that you need to do some research, you need to do experiments, and then you get better and better as you practice more and more.
We mentioned friction earlier in our show, but it is really important during the game of hockey. That flat puck is going to skid along the surface of the ice, and although we think ice as a very slippery thing, it still has this
But this particular show through the Carnegie Science Center can be booked for in-person, so we can actually bring the entire show that you see today out to a school, out to an organization, and put this exact show on. And we also have, obviously, for obvious reasons, we have adapted this for virtual learning as well, and it's just as engaging. We have students are able to ask questions and answer virtually, so we're really targeting every possible avenue for learning to work with school schedules as we start this new school year.
Perfect. Do you give ice skating lessons?
Me personally? No, I don't.
Whatever.
I know how to.
You had all the right answers up until
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if we can get this one right. Do you have any stadium nachos on you?
I do not.
We're done.
All right. Interview
Done.
over.
We're done.